You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.
Yes, sir. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Hungry HD. And to my left, I have the incomparable.
It's Trell Maurice.
Now, you know, we come together to form the Peace King podcast, where we talk about health, wealth, relationships, and whatever else we feel like. And I must say, you might hear a little extra energy and pep in my step right now and in my voice.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's been a long time.
It's been a long time
since I
left you.
Yeah, it feels good to be back, man. And on that note, let me say, Peace King.
Peace King?
Yeah,
hey, man.
So I would say how was your week, but I feel like I need to say how was your last 4 weeks.
It's been a while, you know what I mean? But we back like we never left.
That's
hey, man, I'm excited, man. The week has been great. I've been looking forward to this, you know what I mean? We've been on for a little bit.
Facts.
The reels have been reeling, and they've been going, and we appreciate all of y'all input, man. The comments are lit. The input is dope, you know what I mean? Whether it's just keeping it real, telling a life story, or keeping the funny going. Nonetheless, I appreciate it. It makes my life a little bit better, made my week better. The priorities are still on point. Hey, I love life. Hey, this has been a week of celebration. So my brother and my sister-in-law celebrated 13 years married.
Fire.
2 days later,
Shout
my
out
parents
Ooh,
celebrated
same week.
42 years of marriage, man. Shout out to the parents for the 42 years, man.
Shout out to them.
42 years, 4 children. You know what I mean? That love is real.
Hey, listen.
And shout out to them, man. I appreciate it. I love your mom and pops, and congratulations.
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations, man. Happy anniversary. Shout out to Pops, only because, you know, I speak to Pops just through the lives, you know, more often, you know what I mean? But shout out to him and Mom Dukes. You know what I mean? Shout out to your brother and sister-in-law.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? How was your week, bro? Weeks,
complain.
I should say.
Yeah.
It's been a while, y'all.
Not bad, man. You know what I'm saying? I was in New York for a few weeks, you know what I'm saying? On a school shift, you know what I'm saying? Because my son went to school. He go to school a little earlier than the rest of the kids in New York, you know what I'm saying? So taking him to school, it's not really fun when you got to wake up 5, 6 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? When you're not really used to doing that. Yeah, so, you know what I mean? Getting him in class and all that. So, I mean, but it was cool working on the website, you know what I mean? So that,
it's coming to y'all soon.
Yeah, PeaceKingPod.com.
Come on, y'all. It got a ring to it.
Yeah. So,
PeaceKingPod.com.
Working on, you know, we've been working on some sponsorship things. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let those out the bag as soon, you know, when they ready.
I've been working.
Random shit is back. Listen, random shit, man. The Hungry HD, my live. You know what I mean?
Shout out to that, man. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. It's a weekly thing, I'm guessing. It's a weekly.
Fact, it's a weekly every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
There we go.
I did it from 21 to 22, talking about the year. For a whole year, then I just stopped. I took some time off because it was like, I can't. The social media, I should say. I need a break. You know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with that.
But the blessing in that is, that allowed me to come across this brother right here, the incomparable. Trell Maurice, meet the Vibe Tribe, and that's how this came about.
Indeed.
So, you know what I mean? It was all
They
for
do be wanting the
purpose.
origin stories a little bit. I do get that question quite often. Man, how you and HD link, you know what I mean, to come out with the Peace King Pod, you know? And, hey, man, everything happens for a reason.
That's a fact.
I'm glad you took the break, you know what I mean? And your boy was doing the live with Trell, and from one way or another, he came through, came on the live, and it was a vibe, man. You know what I mean? Real recognized real.
That's a fact.
My bro was looking a bit familiar. You know what I mean? Like,
Talk about it.
You know, and then like, we decided to do it. He was like, he came up with an idea. I said, that's a phenomenal idea. Let's do it. Like, and we just went all in. You know what I'm saying? Some things just meant to be.
That's
you know, no such thing as a coincidence, some people say.
That's a
You know what I
fact.
mean? And we've been rocking and we've been rolling. You know what I mean? No Aerosmith. We in the game, bro.
Yeah, episode 16. Bro.
Yes, sir. Episode 16. I'm glad he said that. We in here. King said. Oh, no. Hold on. Is it King said? Daisy says, come on, man. I said 15 on the low CNS. Forgive me for my Espanol brethren.
I rely on you for that.
Daisy says, we on the game. We in the game. Hey, man, life is good. A lot's been happening since we've been gone, right?
Yeah.
Let's hit on a couple of the hot topics.
Let's do that.
We haven't done hot topics in a minute. Well, I'm going to gloss through them. Just gloss through them. Okay. we're going to hit on this one later on in the episode, but Brittany Renner was Brittany Renner.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Just crazy. One young lady called another one a monkey, and that took the world by storm. So I was talking to my guy Richie Dollars about that. So Erica Mena, she did that, man. They fired her from Love and Hip Hop. But I mean, it's neither here nor there. I don't get too crazy into it, but it was just interesting that she talked. The other young lady talked about her kids. And that just took over the edge. So, like, sometimes when you talk about a person's kids, I'm not excusing her behavior, but it takes a switch. It's a different switch or whatever. So, and for those who don't know, the term monkey associated or directed to African Americans or black folks in general, it's been derogatory for decades, probably a century or two. Yeah. I don't know, but it's just one of those no-nos. So just going back and forth, let's be the bigger person out there in them streets, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the Brittany Renner thing, it was just, she went back to old ways. But I got a question about that for later on in the episode. All right. Yeah. But on a lighter note, a better note, like, and I got a question for you on this. Sports related.
Okay.
They gave my man Dion a hard time now.
Hey, talk about it.
Shout out to the HBCUs. Dion went to the HBCUs. Yeah. He brought through a fair amount of great players. They already have a lot of great players at HBCUs. We talk about football. We talk about prime time, ladies and gentlemen.
Only one.
Deion Sanders.
One and only.
The man that hit a home run for the Yankees and then scored a touchdown in the first NFL game in the same week. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It is prime time. So his son is the quarterback. He threw 510 yards against the runner-ups for the title last year, TCU.
4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns, no
interceptions.
4 touchdowns, no interceptions. 4 receivers with 100+ yards.
Got crazy.
That's crazy. Nuts.
I'm gonna tell you something, and it probably was a lot of people like this. I don't even watch college football. Yeah. Like I can't remember the last time I watched a game. But I woke up and I was like, yo, Colorado playing today, ain't they?
Yeah.
I tuned in. I watched the whole game. Was like excited into the game, excited, like fire game, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be prouder and happier, you know what I'm saying, for the man. You know what I mean? And I definitely, I'm sure like you too, a lot of people definitely of our age group. Dion is that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny because, I mean, I guess kind of coincidental, man. Shout out to MJ. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody talks about MJ, but Dion is like on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he just doesn't get as much attention. For whatever reason, maybe because of the sneaker, the shoe, whatever. But Dion has some fire shoes too, though. But Dion is that guy, man, for our culture. Around the same time, he was killing it. You know what I mean? 2-sport athlete, super athletic, really nothing a man can't do. Playing both sides of the 3-phase. You know what I'm saying? Special teams, wide receiver and corner, greatest corner of all time. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you know what I mean?
Come on, man.
And crazy, and then to see him to go do what he's doing as a coach, which is fire. And then one of the things that bothered me when he left HBCU, which I understand, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't always get to have these moments. You know what I'm saying? So when they get cut short, taken away, you feel away, right? But it's like, it's not the time and place, I feel like, to especially openly in the public to attack this man. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't even necessarily have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You have to come there in the first place and do it the way he did it. But he did. You know what I mean? And you can't expect the man to stay there forever. Opportunity come knocking.
Come on now.
Who are you to tell this man that he can't move on?
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Man. Nah, I feel you on that. Man, but big shout out. Big shout out to Colorado. Big shout out to the youngins. Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders. Yeah, I mean, they doing anything. Travis Hunter following in Dion's footsteps as far as playing both sides of the ball. It's crazy. But yeah, man, it's a good time to be alive, man. Sports is coming up this week. We got the first week of NFL season. And I've been seeing a lot of memes about like these dudes with these sports contracts, like for their wives or for their girlfriends.
Yeah.
Don't bother me. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, my question is, how important is your ladies in general? You know what I mean? Not necessarily yours, but in general, how important you think it is for? Well, I do want your opinion. How important is it for your lady to have a sports knowledge?
I mean, all right. So, in my past experiences, it hasn't been something that's make or break, right? Just because only because I'm like just expecting them not to.
Okay.
Right? So it's like there's no expectation there. But if you did, you know what I mean? Like that might be a game changer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because I am coming in, my travels coming across different women and talking to them about sports that I weren't with, you know what I'm saying? Just even in my single days or whatever. There's definitely something intriguing about that.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Like being able to have that conversation and for them to like know what's going on and be able to keep up and sometimes even take it a step further. Like they know stats, they know what I'm saying? A lot of information to be like, okay.
It is a bit attractive. I'm not going to count. Joy Taylor, Stat Baby with the camera on them.
Yeah.
There's another one, a Hispanic young one that's coming up in the game. But her analysis, she gave an analysis on man, I forget. It was an old school team.
Yeah.
But her breakdown was one that I haven't even considered before. I said, oh my. It was just another level of attraction, probably to your point of you're not used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a rarity. And you know what they say about things that are rare? They tend to have higher value.
That's a fact.
It just be like that sometimes. Yeah, man. So it's not a deal breaker. And you're saying it's not a deal breaker, but
I can't. You know what I'm saying? I kind of I want to put it in a deal breaker, but you just can't. I just think because like living in reality.
Yeah.
Most women are not necessarily in the sport, so it's hard to make it a deal breaker.
So let's say there's a team or there's a game you're looking forward to.
Right.
Do you want her at least near you? Do you want her to spend time? Or do you be like, nah, I want to be in my own zone by myself?
Yeah, like I could care less, man. Like you can get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, because for me, a lot of times if I'm watching a game, watching it by myself, or I'm with the homies. You know what I'm saying? Like we at a sports bar, we at the lounge or whatever we do, we do. And so that's one thing. I'm one of these people. I don't care if it's a movie, a show, whatever. Like don't talk to me don't ask me mad questions like while it's happening. I gotta break down this to you like. There's a time and place for that. The time for that is before the game started. You know what I'm saying? Like that, we could have went through the whole rule book and all that, but as it's going on, especially it's different. Right? So if it's, you already said it's like a game I really want to see. But if it's like an arbitrary team that I'm not really rooting for, I probably got a little more leeway for that. But if it's my team, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm into the game.
Yeah, if it's first quarter, second quarter. Maybe the third. I like to teach. It's gonna be pretty fun and maybe endearing, some type cute or whatever to be like you're asking questions like what's a first down? You know what I'm saying? Like okay, you know what I mean? The team gets 4 tries to advance 10 yards. You know what I mean? Like think of a down as like an attempt. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like breaking that stuff down. But in the crunch time. Okay. And I'm heat. Nah, come on. You can ask afterwards, like, hey, why was you so hyped? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I can break it down. But
can she ask afterwards if y'all take that L though?
Yeah, I don't get that invested because I'm like, unless I got stock or I own some type of shares of the team, I don't get that. Like, Cass be getting like super upset. I would be upset for a little bit, but maybe if I put substantial amount of money on it,
that part,
I might be tight.
That part.
But I don't gamble like that. Okay. So I just be like, dang, that would have been nice.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
I might feel upset for a little bit.
Speaking of which, shout out to Colorado again because, they put a little bread in my pocket. I mean, I didn't bet nothing crazy. It was like super light paper, but still, you know what I'm saying? Extra couple dollars was good. Yeah. I was just, I was tight after the fact because it was a point in time where on a money line they was like plus 700. Like, bruh, you could just put down the lightest bit of change. You would have got something like nice back. I'm mad I missed that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was my intent? No, they was plus. I said minus, I meant to say plus. They was plus 700.
No, you said plus.
I said plus? No, they was plus 700.
I thought it was, if they plus 700, that means you barely make anything, right?
No, that means you make a lot. That means that you plus 700. You know what I'm saying? So you bet 100, you getting 800 and something back.
I thought that was minus.
Nah, minus is
I'm tripping.
Yeah, because the underdog's always plus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
Yeah. Now, an annoying part, though. Okay, so I didn't answer the question. My thing is like, I don't think I'm in the same line of thinking.
Yeah.
As far as like, it's not a deal breaker. I could almost care less. Mm-hmm. If you're not into sports at all, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. If I don't have anybody to go to the game with, it would be dope. My lady actually at least would
that
come
part
to the
too,
game with
that
me.
part.
If it's a dope game that I really like, she knows I love chicken wings. If she's still like, yo, okay, boo, let's order some wings, whoop the whoop. If she wanted to read a book while I watch the game, and she wanted to like have her feet up on me or something like that, I don't mind that either. You know what I mean? You don't gotta watch it, but if you in my atmosphere, I'm not gonna trip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it might be some cool quality time. Here's the annoying part. Like, yo, you know I'm an avid Lakers fan. Don't be going against the Lakers. Like, it's just a little bit annoying to me. If we rivals, that's just going to be annoying. Some people may think, oh, that's cute. Nah, if you want to vote for the opposite team, almost every time there's a big game, I'm going to be annoyed. Like, you think it's cute, it's not cute.
Yeah. But on the flip side, though, what if y'all like the same team?
Now
that's
we
an
up.
extra level of bonding.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Now we up. You a Laker gang all day. We got the jerseys on. Like we like. It's just another thing you have in common.
That's why I'm saying
you're a team.
It's, even though it's not a deal breaker, it's such a big positive and bonus if it's there. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So even on that note too, because I like the way you know what I'm saying, finesse the explanation of the downs in there too. So I think maybe we should help, you know what I'm saying, some of our ladies out and give them some of the terminology and what it means. You know what I'm saying? Run through a couple things. You know what I mean?
Right. You want to do that right now?
Let's do it, because football season start technically today, and then basketball right around the corner. So, and those pretty much the top two. So I think we could just like stay in those. And
hey man, if they score, it ain't no home run, it ain't no slam dunk. It's a goddamn touchdown. They gonna be like, we know it's a touchdown. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Like, what does a flag on a play mean?
Flag on a play is a penalty. That means that your team did something wrong. All right. You're gonna get penalized for it. So for example, let's go with offsides. That happens a lot, right? So the team that has the ball, typically that's the offensive team, right? And so the linemen are the team that line up in front of the quarterback. So they're not allowed to move before the ball is snapped. So if anybody moves, then that's when the flag come out and they get off sides, because they're going off sides, right? Like they off their side and going into the defensive side too early. So that's one, right? What's another one?
And then on the flip side that would be for the defense, they going off sides. On the offense, it'll be a false start. Same people facing each other. Right. Same linemen, the defense and the offensive linemen, right? If the offensive linemen go jump into what they call the neutral zone. Now I might be confusing them a little bit. I feel like that they need pictures with this. You know what I mean? Little diagrams. Because I can get excited and we gonna go hammer. And here's the thing. For all you moms out there, when you get your kids into sports, that's a cheat code. You can learn the sport a bit better. I've always liked football, but I learned football way deeper when my son started playing football.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? And now my son's like, Dad, I want to play for you. I want you to coach that year. I'm like, I mean, I know it, but I ain't drafting plays. Yeah, like, I'm gonna go and chat GPT and be like, yo, give me plays for a 10-year-old team.
Gotta get you an assistant, man. But that's nice.
Big facts, big. I'm like, I could be the assistant. You know what I mean? But yeah, ladies, that's maybe a challenge. Hey, hit us up. Hit up the Peace King Pod page if you got questions about, like, yo, you want to break down the sports. You know what I mean? Or maybe we could do it on a live one time. That'd be cool. We could do live, and they could give us direct questions.
That too.
And we could do it that way. That'd be lit. That'd be lit.
I like it.
All right, so boom. It's one of your favorite segments.
Let's talk about it.
King's Corner.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's still sports related, though. So it's not too hard of a transition.
Okay.
So with this King's Corner, my man said, it was a random guy. I don't know this dude's name. He's King's Corner, a.k.a. You're Bugging. He's bugging, and he might have a point. So this is a hybrid one.
All right.
But nonetheless, my man said he shoot up about 100 shots before he go to bed.
Wow.
No basketball.
Wow.
So what do you mean he shoots a shot 100 times before bed? My man said he gonna slide in 100 DMs at women shooting his shot before he go to bed. Because he's like, just like shooting a shot, you got to shoot in order to perfect your craft.
Is he using like AI or a bot. You know what I mean? Like that.
He said, hey, he better be copy and pasting.
Bruh.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a lot of time.
That's
commitment.
I don't know, back in the day, do you feel like you can tell if it's a copy and paste message from a shorty, or do you even think? I've never even thought about it. Like, did she just copy and paste me?
Yeah, I never considered that from a woman. I never considered that. Yeah.
But that's the crazy thing. I don't know if is it my ego? Or if do I think that I'm just flying, that I deserve an original message? Like, it's beneath a woman to copy and paste? But I bet you, I bet you there's a woman right now watching, laughing.
That's a fact.
Because this morning, she copied and pasted "Good Morning King" to like 3 dudes. You need to relax.
Oh yeah, that is one. The Grand Rising, Rising King or the Grand Rising Queen. You know what I mean?
They go hit her with the.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Who are
She hit me with the copy and paste. What it be? They leave the name on there incorrectly. They leave somebody else's name on there. She hit me with the copy and paste.
That's crazy. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Oh man. But yeah, so for him, I get his method. He's like, yo, bottom line is I'm gonna shoot my shot at 100 shorties before I go to bed. When I wake up, if I get some responses, even if he said if I get one response, I feel like I'm shooting 100%. For the other ones that didn't work, I may alter it. For the one that it did work, I'm gonna see what I did correctly, and I'm gonna continue to do that. He said, I just refined my craft. He was funny in the video. He was doing it just. It was lighthearted, and but he showed his DMs. He actually did shoot a shot at 100 of them, and one did respond in the morning. So I was just like, hey, man, different strokes for different folks. If it works for you, cool. You like it, I love it. But you're bugging. For all the men to do that on a regular basis, you're wilding. Okay, King's Corner, chill out. Let's not make it 100. Let's make it a few that you're actually into, or you have some similar interests or some sort.
Listen, you know how far you go in your passion, in your life, in your dreams. If you put that kind of energy and effort, you know what I'm saying, into that, you know what I mean?
Somebody said that in the comments.
Oh, they said that?
They said replace the word girl with like business.
Right.
And it was like you shooting your shot at 100 women, but what if you got a business and you shoot your shot at 100 businesses that may be interested in a collaboration or selling something? You do that before you go to bed.
Fact.
If you could put that much energy that you put into trying to find a mate or a hookup for some of y'all, that you put into trying to find your business, and this is definitely one I get to the gents out there, to the young gents. When you young, grind on your business game, grind on your bread, grind on your bag. That lady, that shorty on is gonna come.
Oh, that's a fact. Listen, what we tell them, man, we spoke about don't waste your singleness, right? Like we had that, like that. This falls into that. This is a prime example right here, like right.
Big facts.
Using that time to do that, more constructive. Everything else gonna fall into place. You know what I mean?
Big time. You already know what it is, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, man. First half.
Yeah.
We in here. It's episode 16, man. We in the game, coach. Don't go nowhere, refill, because I'm getting a little low. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I
got to refill my G.
Yeah, let's do it.
Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Trell Maurice.
Hungry HD.
Don't go nowhere, man.
Yeah.
All right.
You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.
There's no way I could have went to the bathroom.
Stay hungry, because name one person at the top who hasn't. Our designs are catered toward the ambitious, created to inspire those who strive to maximize their potential in everything they do. We make pieces simple enough to be worn with a number of outfit options, but flashy enough to still turn heads and make a statement. At Stay Hungry Cloth, you can expect high-quality materials made to live through many wears and proper wash cycles, with a fit that is fashionable but comfortable. Most of our styles are unisex, but we also have pieces just for you ladies. No matter if you are a sneakerhead, fitness addict who likes to be fly, or someone who just loves a dope t-shirt with a message, we got you covered. Members of the Peace Kingdom, we have an exclusive offer just for you. Visit stayhungrycloth.com and enjoy 15% off your first order with the code PKP15 used at checkout. That's PKP15 for 15% off your first order at stayhungrycloth.com. Stay Hungry Cloth. Ambition is a lifestyle.
You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.
We are back.
Yes, Sasuke.
It's your boy Hungry HD.
It's Trell Maurice.
Absolutely, man. And you're now tuned into Peace King Pod. It's episode 16. Hopefully, listen, the subscribers been going up.
Come on now.
Followers been going up.
Yes, Sasuke.
Views been going up.
Indeed.
Listen, hopefully by now you one of the people that added to the subscription. You know what I'm saying? Like if you didn't, right now would be the perfect time for you to stop playing yourself and go click the subscribe button.
Yourself.
You understand what I'm saying? Go to Instagram.
You love me by now. I'm just playing my back. But go ahead. I can't help myself.
Nah, it's cool. Alpha, we ain't have a song here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
go to Instas.
Go to Insta. Click, go to @PeaceKingPod first of all, so you be in the right place.
And foremost.
And then click follow. So you got to
come on now.
I mean, if you care to while you at it, you can go ahead and follow at Trell Maurice.
Appreciate.
At Trell_Maurice to be more specific.
Maurice.
At the Hungry
on
HD.
the gram.
And we made it super easy for you
Hungry
because in the Instagram page, both our names are tagged right there at the top. You can't miss it. It's very easy. You understand what I'm saying?
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You had to put the lemon in the drink though for the one time for the two.
Before we jump ahead real quick note, because last time, I know episode 15, we were starting to talk about episode 20 in the watch party, and I was saying it's September 20th. So now obviously I was getting pushed back because, you know what I'm saying, we had a little break. So just stay tuned for that. But the watch party is still going to be episode 20. It just won't be September 20th. It'll be a different date.
There we are.
All right.
Hey, man. We doing our thing over here, man. Episode 16, man, we moving on up. You know what I'm saying? Chop it on my bro. Hey, a little, you know what I mean, disclaimer here. So, had a great day, you know what I'm saying? Got the house clean, stuff like that. Work was pretty easy. The kids, good money. But it was a busy day, you know what I'm saying? Came home, hopped in the shower, you know what I mean? Hooked the hair up a little bit, you know, got dressed, came down, boom, bap, got the drink. Barely talked to my brother today.
That's a fact.
My brother come through the front door. I'm like, we're in sync. No Justin Timberlake. You see, my man got the Jordan shirt on. I got the Rodman shirt on. Come on, man. Sometimes you just can't. Some things you can't teach. The chemistry, the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like we on point with it. You know what I mean? Like we ain't talk about nothing. We never talk about what we're gonna rock.
And yeah, I want to add that note in there because people be saying like, yo, y'all coordinated this. Let me say, y'all might not believe us, but every episode y'all seen us with similar colors on, we have never planned that.
Never planned it.
Like never. I just show up and they be like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
Yeah. Now if we show up in the same, if he shows up in the same thing one time, I'm definitely changing clothes. I ain't gonna cap. But it's pretty cool. But hey man, we back to back like Jordan's 96, 97.
That's a fact.
Jordan had Rodman on the squad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, yo, they're role players. They play their roles, they play them well. Y'all know how we do it over here, Peace King Podcast. Yeah. But yeah, man, and he definitely protected the paint. Defensive player, you know what I'm saying? He was in the game.
Yeah, he did.
And he protected the team.
He did.
We ain't here. But speaking of protecting.
Yeah, talk about it.
I need y'all to protect your peace.
Oh, you got to.
Come on, man. Protect, man. Let's give a shout out to protecting your peace.
Listen, man.
What do I mean by that? Sometimes life be lifing, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
A lot of times.
You gotta watch what you ingest. We speak a lot of music lyrics here on the.
It's only right.
We speak a lot of music lyrics on this show because music is influential. Like, yo, I love it. It's a soundtrack to life. I couldn't imagine life without music. You know what I'm saying? But be careful what you listen to because what you listen to, what you ingest, can have an effect, positive or negative, on your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul.
Absolutely.
Music, movies, TV shows. Bro, there was times I was with a woman, she was watching all that reality TV stuff. I was convinced it was affecting how she was reacting because if there was a situation she saw on the TV show that played out in real life, I think subconsciously she was seeing that's how you react That's a normal reaction. Nah, sweetie thing, that is not normal. That's for entertainment. Like, we don't do that here in real life. But I just got finished binge watching Suits, my G. Mm-hmm. Hey, I ain't going cap. Like, yo, brother wanted some coffee in the morning. I was like, I ain't drink coffee in years, but why all of a sudden I want coffee? I feel like it's going to give me that spark again. You know what I'm saying? I'm be thinking differently. Brother wanted to go get a tailor-made suit. You know what I'm saying? Tailor-made suit. I'm like, yo, I knew that I was influenced by it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of the stuff on the show, it was almost like where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, there was people on the show that had to remind certain cats like, yo, you're Harvey Specter. Yeah. Like he had to, I am the illest closer in the game. Yeah. So it just reminded me of like, yo, sometimes we do need people to speak life into us.
Right.
Are you surrounding yourself around good people? So it made me self-reflect the question. Bottom line here is protect your peace, and protect what you ingest. And sometimes you could do stuff on purpose. Like, yo, I was going live Tuesdays and Fridays. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'm starting to, life is my schedule is starting to get me crazy. My sleep schedule is like, I love going live, but I had to sacrifice the Tuesdays just so that I could get my sleep regimen on point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And protect my peace, my sanity, you know what I mean? My mental health, rather. Ain't nobody going to saying over here. But the mental health of like, yo, let me give myself a break now. I'm not even thinking about what I'm going to talk about, stuff like that. I could chill out until Friday. Right. You know what I'm saying? So protect your peace. Y'all on this social media stuff. If you're seeing lives and stuff like that, that's all negative. I can understand that some stuff may be drama and be entertaining.
Excuse me, yeah.
But that could be draining. You might want to protect yourself. You know what I mean? And not have so much ingestion of negativity. Right. In your life, because it could play out in other facets. All right, I'm done on that one. I just want to let people know, protect your peace, man. What you think?
Talk your talk. Listen, I mean, it's funny because actually, I guess I spoke to that earlier too, as far as like when I stopped doing the random shit at first. You know what I'm saying? Like after that first, and kudos to you because I was going once a week. I wasn't even going twice a week, so I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, yo, like I can't. It's just too much. You know what I mean? And nothing against the people. I love being there for them, but that's part of it too because you get caught up in people like saying being tapped into it and tied in and they expecting it and you know what I'm saying, you getting the feedback, so it's like then you feel like you letting people down sometimes. Right. So but it was like, yo, I hit like in that moment in my life, it was other things going on. It was just like, yo, I just need to step away. I need to focus on something else, focus on these things I need to take care of. And like I've said plenty of times, like I know that follow me and that's been following the pod. Contrary to what I see on the pod or whatever, like I'm not extroverted. Like I'm saying, I'm not a person that's super talkative. So me even putting on like that for so long, it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then like I was doing it Thursdays and then having to get up and then drive, you know what I'm saying, to New York on Friday morning. It was crazy. So then I pushed it to Wednesday. But then I was like, I need to just stop altogether. I need some time. You know what I'm saying? Right. I get it, man. You have to. And even like you ran down a list as far as like music and movies and now we in social media era. So timeline super important. Yeah. Like the people you follow like is so important, man. Like you can't just click the follow button so easily sometimes. Like you got to understand what type of content is going to be popping up all the time, especially the way the algorithm is set up now. Because now whatever you show the algorithm you like, they're going to keep suggesting more of that shit to you over and over again. So it's like sometimes you might like something innocently. And you know what I mean? That's not even necessarily a thing, but you just like it, and now they just showing you mad at that shit over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Like Instagram. I don't only like light-skinned women, okay? Chill out. I like all shades. What you say? I regulate all shades of that. You know what I'm saying? Your boy just like melanin. Okay? Jeez. I like one light-skinned woman's picture now all of a sudden.
Nah, because
I get Colorado football and stuff like that because I like Dion's thing and
that's how it goes.
But shout out to y'all to seeing my post regularly. Appreciate that. My story views went up.
Right, you feed your body.
Yeah.
If you conscious of the food that you intake, right? It's like
women as well, though.
The music, social media, movie, all of that is like feeding your brain and your soul.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to be just as diligent about that, vigilant even, you know what I'm saying, about that as well, because it's super important. Because I'm like you too, like, especially when reality TV started popping, and my ex at the time, I used to like almost just like despise and detest.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I know, you know what I'm saying, like your life ain't going how you want it to go and it ain't on a certain track. It's like, your fam, the time you putting into this reality TV, you could be doing something with yourself to get closer to that. Like, what are you watching right now? Because this is a bunch of foolery, fam. Like,
hey, bro. Here's the thing. We as men, we're so solution focused. We'll see a problem, come up with a solution, potential solution. Well, it may not even be 100% the fix. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're gonna come up with it. We can't help it. We're wired that way.
Yeah.
Whereas a woman, she needs to go through that emotional process of venting, of verbally just regurgitating her frustration with something, just to even have the capacity to think of a solution. And that's why I think that's why it's like they be bonding with these women that be going hammer. Cause it's like they know that they need that release. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, it's like if you were to think of the solution at the bottom of, or the solution at like floating on the top of a pitcher of water. But there's the stop is at the bottom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like for women, they got to go through all that water of venting. Like if I would have pulled the stopper out, all that water of venting first, just to even get to the solution, because the solution is like hanging out at the top.
Right.
Where the fellas, ain't no water in that one. It's like that much water. You know what I mean? You pull the stop. Oh, I heard the problem. Oh, here's the solution.
Yeah.
Whereas it's taking all that time just to get to it. But and then what I had to realize, like, dang, well, I came to this realization actually like this year, my G. But I did realize that, like, yo, there's some times where my lady just need to, vent for a while, and then I could introduce a solution. Or I just gotta ask her, like, do you want a solution or not? But the point is that I'm like, I don't know if certain women just see themselves in others, and why they not watch that nonsense. But protect your peace and watch what you ingest. I feel you, bro.
Facts. I mean, and even to take it a step further before we wrap this joint up, like, it applies to everything in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, all facets of your life. I feel like even the people that you deal with, you know what I'm saying, whether it's your significant other, friendships, work, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's super important, man. Like, because I realized, like, the light bulb went off for me, my relationship, well, 2 relationships ago, I guess, at this point. And it was like, I was just like, it was shit just like happening left and right. Like being disappointed by certain people, certain relationships. And I was just to a point where it was like, yo, I don't really know how much I got left. You know what I'm saying? Because when you keep giving energy to other things, other people, you don't have nothing left for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, again, to your point, like how you can do the Tuesday and Friday live, but you keep going and keep it up. How dope are they really gonna be if you got nothing left to give? You know what I'm saying? You just running on fumes doing it, right? So it's much more beneficial and effective if you just cut it to one, and now I got even more to give to this one.
Come on now.
Right? So it was like, after having that experience and reaching a point where, like, for the first time ever in my life, I felt like I don't have the answers. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I could do this no more. Like, so, not talking about life. I don't get scared and start playing me. But like,
they over here like, damn.
But I've always been like super, just whatever, resilient, bounce back, just do whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a point in time where I, like, first time in my life, questioned it. Like, yo, I don't know if I can get up and just keep moving the same way I'm moving. So that was a wake up call for me. So now when it comes to certain things, when people have certain conversations, I just catch myself like, yo, I'm not even responding to this because I'm not entertaining this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or people over here talking about this on whatever live or whatever timeline. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, count me out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. I don't need to feed into that.
Nah,
so you gotta know how to remove yourself.
You gotta remove yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. So I saw this. So I was like, yo, I need a break just for my mental health. You know what I mean? And here's the other thing. I'm telling you, what you ingest is, I'm not super easily influenced. But I thrive off of positive stuff. So I'm a big up Suits because I binge watched it and I can't help. I'm aware that I'm influenced by it. Right. But one of the dope things on the show was like therapy. They were going to therapy and just watching, you know what I mean? Like I've never watched someone's therapy session because it's confidential. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to see it portrayed or acted out, it was like, it helped them so much. To the point where I, was doing some introspection, if that's a word, it just felt good. Well, I'm like, yo, let me take it. What do I feel like I need right now?
Right.
And like, yo, let me get that break. And I saw a video. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's just a coincidence. Oh, this is just a random video. And because I may be going through something mentally or feel like I need a mental break, maybe I'm resonate with this video because of that. Or I'm supposed to see the video by chance. I'm just supposed to.
Right.
But the video basically was saying, hold on, you wanted this and you thought it was going to be easy? It ain't going to be easy. You're supposed to do it. You wanted it. You're called to do it. But it ain't going to be easy all the time. Sometimes you're going to be going through some frustration, but you wanted it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're not going to want to. You want the body. Sometimes you ain't going to want to have to wake up early just to fit it in your schedule because you know the end of the other day is going to be busy. So you got to get up at 5 a.m. to get that workout in. You want it. It ain't always going to be easy. Nobody told me that the road would be easy.
Listen.
Y'all know I'm gonna break out a song. Come on now.
I'm gonna follow up with this because, for those that I haven't spoke about this on the pod, and I might just not ever. But for those that do know, your boy was tapped into the music scene at one point. You know what I'm saying, and did some things. But I had like a little series, a mixtape series I call FYF, right?
Yeah.
And that stands for Fuck Your Feelings. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I thought about that is because I had those moments too sometimes. But it's like, we all have them, right? We don't feel like doing something. Like that's the emotional part of it. Like, I don't feel like waking up at this. I don't feel like going to the gym today. Fuck your feelings, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it come down to it, like, you got to put how bad do you want to do this? Like, you got to put because a lot of times you ain't going to feel like doing it. But if you want a certain outcome, well, what trumps what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to sometimes take emotions out of it. And just get to the work, like the work, push through. Like every day is not going to be sunny. Because guess what? You can't. The funny thing is, when it comes to our own things, like only people we cheat really is ourselves. Because you never, maybe sometime, and every once in a blue, you'll get up and be like, I don't feel like going to work. I'm gonna take a personal day, use some PTO. But how many times you could do that? You can't just call in to work, like, I don't feel like coming in today. Right. Nah, you ain't got no fucking job now. You know? Like, so why do that to yourself? You're not going to do that to them. You're going to get them their time, but you ain't going to treat yourself the same way. You ain't going to treat your goals and your passions the same way. So listen, put that same energy to yourself, to your family, to your kids, to your relationship, everything. So
come on now.
And it's going to pay dividends in the long run.
Gems, bro. Come on. Dropping gems over here, y'all. I hope y'all take something from that. You know what I mean? Well, I know you will because I know the type of audience to be tapped in here. We all about becoming a better version of yourself. So, like, I mean, speaking of becoming a better version of yourself, okay.
All right now.
So, some of these joints that be out here in these streets feel like that they could just turn it off and become a better version of themselves immediately.
Wow.
So basically, they were slitty thing, a slide out. Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase. Sweetie things are not slizzies. Okay, that's just.
I thought you said Slitterding. I thought that was a new one.
A Slutterding. A Slutterding.
Okay.
You can't just be a Slutterding.
Listen.
A 304. You know what I'm saying? A lady of the night. Yeah, a tramp. They used to call him that back in the day. A sleazy. A sloozy. No.
Sleazy.
Is it a sloozy? Floozy. That's a slut and a floozy combined. Yeah, you're a sloozy. What is happening over here? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Like, yo, like,
man's is this?
I don't know whose man's that is, but that man making up words now. But bottom line is like, yo, can a hoe be reformed, bro?
Listen,
Can a hoe be reformed?
man, the saying goes, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, man. That's what they said. You know what I'm saying? I heard that a lot of times, and I don't know, man. I guess I might have a bigger heart than some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a judgment-free zone over here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's room for it. It's room for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's all according to how you moving. You know what I mean? Like, are you like really genuinely on the path to try to do something different, elevating, right?
Yeah.
Because listen, we all go through things, especially growing up. We have phases. You know what I mean? And
the whole phase.
right. And
Shout out to the whole phase expert.
shout out to him. You hit a phase in life sometime where you get a wake up call. You just, want enlightenment. You want to grow. You want better. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, cool. If that's what you're really on and you moving in that path, then I believe it can happen. But it just can't be like the illusion of it all. You know what I'm saying? It can't be the fluff or just the representative. I'm gonna just hide this part. I'm gonna hide the hoe. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can reel him in. And then once he here, I'm gonna just start acting crazy. You know
Shorty said, I was a hoe in Houston, so she moved to Atlanta. Nobody know me over there. Just because you relocate.
That's a fact.
I feel like it might be in you. Nah, I think
Literally.
I think that all young adults kind of go through it, man and woman. Get it out of your system, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that okay, now if you're a hoe and you're single and you just sleep around with no commitments, that's one thing. If you sleep around on your partner, you're in a committed relationship, and so you just sleeping despite the fact that you're in a committed relationship. Right. Now there's a problem.
Right.
Now that's just in you.
Right.
You feel like that's normal behavior.
Right.
You can't reform that. Now, I think when money is involved, it's harder for a woman.
Well, you gotta explain.
So if she was a hoe and she was getting money because of such,
that's prostitution.
or no, but it could be like OnlyFans. It could it could be a stripper. Okay. It could be a stripper.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It could be an escort. Yeah. It could be anything along those lines. Right. Where you know what I mean, she's used to sleeping with ball players. Cause she gets it back. Bro, these rappers be paying these joints in bags and stuff.
You know what though? That's like
they be indirectly paying for the poon. These cats be thinking they slick. They got all these shorty oldies. Bruh.
You a ho-ho though.
You paying for the poon. You know what I'm you like buy her a Birkin.
Shout out to Hostess. You know what I'm saying? You a ho-ho. You know what I'm saying? Like by the end of the day.
You got that Swiss roll, man.
Yeah, it's different. Like you're a professional at that point. Like this is your job. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's even a little different than just being, you know what I'm saying, a hoe for the sport. Like you just out here.
All right, we use example earlier. We touched on Brittany Renner a little bit.
Okay.
Right. So like Brittany Renner, she over here, she had like a little tell-all Corinne Steffens type of book.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what I mean? She had an interview. I forget who the interview was with.
Okay.
After the book and after her twerking on the gram or wherever the hell she was twerking, I don't know. But she was talking about how she wanted to change her image and how she was remorseful, or how she, you know what I mean? Things like that. Cleaned it up a little bit, got with a younger ball player, NBA cat, you know what I mean? Had a child, trying to turn it around. And then she over here cursing and giving lap dances on the podcast. Like, come on.
So listen, yeah, but you know, that's the representative shit I was talking about earlier. So if it ain't real, it's gonna come out at some point, and we gonna see the light.
So you're saying the reformness was the representative?
Yeah, that was the representative. Like I said, if it's genuine, I can roll with it. But if it's on some fake shit, if you're just trying to do it for a come up or whatever, then that ain't it.
Well, I mean, how you gonna figure that out? Seems like only time will tell.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the unfortunate part of life. Sometimes, but again, let's go back to the whole, filtration system and the question asking and the non-negotiables. Like, so you live and you learn. So, like, you go through certain things and now you have certain systems in place that allows you to vet people a little better. So hopefully, you know, you can kind of weed these people out easier because you know what to look for. But sometimes you just got to go through it to get to it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
Go through it to get to it.
right. So at the end of the day, it might just be your time, you know, whatever. Like we all have dark days and bright days. So it might just be a moment to go through it. But
All right.
figure it out
so
at some point.
Out of fairness, let's speak on the fellas.
Okay.
You think a fella who is a hoe,
Right.
you think he could be reformed?
Use a hoe.
I said that.
I do think fellas could be reformed. Why not, man? I think everybody could be reformed. I also think that I don't know. I'm about to say maybe it's a little
You think there's a
easier,
likelihood?
maybe
You
not.
think the fellas are more likely to be reformed than ladies? If a fella's capable of getting joints. I mean, that's one we probably don't talk about a lot. Cause we do give perspectives over here. I feel like we've never had issues
Right.
of getting joint.
Right. Maybe we need to have a guest that got issue getting joints. Like maybe we need to have that. Listen, it ain't gonna be like a roast session or like nobody clowning you. We just need different perspectives because
A dude that don't be getting joints.
yeah, maybe we get like because it sounds crazy right now, but I'm just
we
saying.
gonna have a clown session. but
Nah,
but on the live, I had a couple. I had a dude's version on the live.
Right.
I had a dude who just don't be getting joints. But dude that don't be getting joints, people was a little mean.
That's probably why he ain't getting joints. Oh, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Cause maybe because he ain't getting joints. That's what it's me. You know what I mean?
But for real. But yeah, I mean, I think maybe does it have to do with is it one of those things is like men can get older and be single until they like 50 or so and they can still get a quality woman when they're younger, but a woman, the likelihood is a little bit less. So is it just that like it's just different worlds. There's different rules in this here world for men and women where men may still keep their value because their money game is on point.
Listen.
They're mature. You know what I mean? Like their financial and bro, I ain't even 40 yet. I can't. The money game is getting right. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when I'm 45.
Right.
Oh my gosh. It's about to be stupid. So
vibe.
it's like, for many, it's only going to get better and better and better as you get older. So I think you get more forgiveness because you get more better because oftentimes that we are judged based off of our assets, resources, and such.
Listen.
Right? Women, they be based off of their past, their looks. And oftentimes, men don't really be caring how much bread they got or how educated they are. Although that's important.
This
Don't get it twisted.
conversation
It's important, y'all.
so multi-layered, and it's funny how God works, man. Because shout out to my guy Iron Lungs, who you see coming on live sometime.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Lungs, we got to get you on the pod. We were talking about that over the
Definitely.
weekend because I was with him, and we putting some smoke in the air talking. And one of the things he said, which I never thought about, but when he started like running down the line,
Y'all heard the cigar slang that
it
they
was,
doing.
and then
Put some smoke in there.
So
Okay.
he said he actually started running down questions. He was like, "Yo, who has more value at age 20, men or women?" And I was like, "A woman." He's like, "Yo, who has more value at 25, a man or a woman?" I said, "A woman." Who has more value at 30? And I was like, he was like,
We're starting to.
man, yeah. He was like, at 35, I was like, a man. He's like, at 40, I was like, a man. So he's like, you see what I'm saying? But he had a whole different, and I want to wait till he come on because his points were super valid. And he just like, he one of people straight shooters. He talk super real. So I can't wait to have him on the show. But that's a very real thing. You know what I mean? It is like right or wrong, fair or not. It is. And so like you said, the value sometimes is attached to that, right? Like it's attached to sex and all these things and looks and so on and so forth. And so, I mean, I feel like, I'm going to just say, it probably is easier for a woman to be reformed than it is for a man.
Okay.
I think naturally, because I think of the emotional connection and attachment. Like a lot of times when women are really into you, like head over heels, it's like that shit is like a 24/7 thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for men, even when like they in love, it's like in the moment. I mean, I know they not in love in the moment, but what I'm saying is in the moments that we're with you and connected to you, that feeling is like heightened, is maximum. Yeah. But like if we not around you and we just doing whatever, it's not like through the whole day, like, you know, birds just flying, and it's not that shit. But for a woman, I feel like she just really be locked in, everything you 24/7.
He said, when I seen Shorty at the gym, I kind of forgot I was in a relationship. You're wrong for that. Hey, man, come on, man. Hey, who is this? I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, women are typically more emotionally available than men. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's part of it. So I feel like
that's a difference.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The opposite ends of the spectrum, it's a middle ground that we need to come to, where men need to be a little more emotionally available, and maybe women need to be a little less, because sometimes you take this shit over the top. It's like, you know, 24/7 in this phase, or depending on how you are, that energy might be a little too much. You know what I'm saying? But again, that sometimes comes down to your person too. You know what I'm saying? Who you meant to be with is who you need to be with, right?
And I ain't gonna cap. Like, I don't be asking body counts or nothing like that. So for me, I'm not even gonna know that you was a hoe. I'm gonna just know your reputation.
Right.
So if you don't tell me, I ain't about to ask how many people you was with and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, sure. If I'm in a new city, unless people comes to me or you disclose some wildness that I get the indicator, I'm gonna just go off of your vibes and your baseline that you show me. Like, yo, I'm gonna get a feel after a while, after that representation kind of representative phase is kind of off. I'm gonna get a feel on who you really are.
Right.
And I'm gonna just go off of that versus asking, hey, did you have a whole phase or like what? Right. Now, if you offer that info, it is what it is. But it ain't gonna be. We all had one when we was younger, so it is what it is. I'm gonna factor up more things. That's it. All right. So look, we coming to one of our favorite parts of the show.
Listen, our favorite segment. A lot of people's favorite segment. It's called Speak Your Peace.
Speak Your Peace.
Hashtag Speak Your Peace.
Come on, man.
On the gram.
Indeed,
okay.
Indeed.
Speak Your Peace is a segment where we take a question from you, the viewer or the listener, if you're listening on audio platforms, and about real life scenarios. It could be about relationships, about work, relationships of all kind, right? Like friends, family, intimate, right? Whatever, financial, whatever it may be. And you want some advice, outside perspective, a neutral ground, right? Sounding board. We're going to take those questions in, and we're going to enter it here live on the pod. You could DM at Peace King Pod on the gram,
Indeed.
Right? Once the website launches, you'll be able to submit those things on the website as well. So we have two options for
That's
you.
lit.
But yeah, do that, and we're going to get with you. And also, obviously, as you know, you can call in, and we can talk to you live on the pod. But today, episode 16.
Come on, man.
We got, you know how we do. We pop up with new shit like every other week.
We're going to constantly try to grow and do some new things, y'all.
Listen, we got something different, new, special. It's like in person, I guess we call it.
Hey, man.
Right?
Hey, we in the studio.
Yeah.
We done transformed this to the podcast studio.
That's a fact.
So we have an in-studio audience member.
Here we go, in studio.
In-studio audience member, all right? We still going to keep it anonymous, you know what I mean? But we're going to ask her to turn her mic on, and we're going to get into it, all right? So look, Speak Your Peace, in-studio audience member. Can you just tell the people where you're calling? Well, obviously, we ain't going to say so specifically. We ain't going to say, y'all say where you calling from. Just tell the people where you from and what your age is.
Yeah.
So I'm from Vegas, and I am 29 years old.
All right. And I guess you have a scenario or a story of such or a question you want to ask. So I'm going to just turn it over to you. and you introduce whatever the story or scenario that you have, and we'll see what we can throw back at you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I was in a situation where this is prior, but I was giving a man head, and then yeah. So
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
so
I'm gonna be honest.
I was not ready. I wasn't ready for
Peace
that.
never started like this.
It never
before.
started like that.
Like,
But please continue.
Yeah,
all
please,
right.
go ahead.
So I was giving a man head,
Okay, all
and I was doing my thing, messing with the balls, and
Shout out to getting the bags. Shout out to getting the bags. Oh my.
so while I was doing that, I feel his hand, and he's moving my hand down to his ass. So I'm just wondering, I'm going through my mind, and I'm just like, what is happening here? So I end up sticking my
What the episode 15 all over again? What the Stizzo speaks all over again? Like, what is
Who is this?
Hey man, what? Another finger in that? How common is this? How common is this?
Look, we try to explore as much as we can without pushing the boundaries.
Okay, all right.
They about to have to wheel me out of here.
The commonalities. What are the odds?
This is
Back-to-back
crazy.
episodes.
I didn't know we was coming back.
There's more though.
So you was giving them a head. You was getting the
hold on.
bags.
There's more is crazy because
Yeah.
I don't even know how much more there can be at this point.
So you proceeded to
Yes,
fulfill
so
his request.
Yes, so I went in with one finger.
No, we not.
And it's look, it seemed like he liked it, so I went in with two fingers. Look, I'm just here to please. That's it. I just came here to dance.
Yo, the double dip is wild.
Double dip.
Nah,
Look,
Not the two fingers though.
so he nutted off of it. Yeah. And so we continued. And then he's like, he wanted to fuck me in my ass. So I was trying to figure out, because it seems a little iffy. I wanted to know if he was on, if he was dabbling on the other side, because it's two things, his ass, my ass, and I'm trying to figure out, do you feel like he has dabbled on the other side?
hello from the other side. You missing me? Shout out to
That's a lot to
Trell,
take
man.
in. Pause.
Bro.
Like, what is going on?
I'm still trying to get myself together.
I'm a bit concerned by the one finger. I am appalled by the two fingers. Like, yo, my man.
Look, this wasn't my idea.
idea.
I feel like
By the
trying to escape to another place. Man. Take me
So
to
it seems-
another place. Take me to another.
I'm gonna say this honestly. I can't. One, I don't prefer either one. I mean, just personally. So I don't know what is, but I was on a podcast and a woman she asked me about that anal play type of stuff, and I was like, yo, I don't. She was like, nah, and she considered herself like a sex coach or something like that, right? And she's like, nah, but a man's G-spot is like in his prostate, so I said, so he can have a crazy orgasm off of that. I said, well, I could go my entire life without experiencing that, and I'm okay.
Yeah.
A regular nut feels great to me. It's the greatest thing ever. I never need that. You know what I'm saying?
disagree.
So for the dudes who want to be more on the wild side, whatever. But the 2 fingers, that's crazy. That's wild behavior.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just be like, for me as a straight man who don't go that way at all, for me it just seems, but maybe I ain't as freaky as some cats. But nonetheless, for me, that's just wild. And then after that, he wanted to go straight for the anal play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say it's a little sus. I'm gonna say it's sus.
Bruh.
I'm gonna put it in the sus meter. I'm not gonna go all the way to saying he's a part of the, you know what I mean, LGBTQIA community.
Mm-hmm.
But I am gonna say that it's sus, and you might want to put that as indicators.
You know, I saw him years later.
Yeah.
And I told him that I thought that it was gay.
Yeah.
And that was the reason why I stopped talking to him. Like, I ghosted him after that.
What did he say?
And he was just like, you know, I just wanted to try something new with you. And I was just like, it seemed like you done this before.
Yeah, that ain't new, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't.
It went. I don't even want to ask like specifics.
Off the
that's
jump.
just-
Like,
yeah.
come
Nah,
on, fam. Come on.
Hold on. He said he never did that before.
That was the first time.
Ain't no way he lied.
Fam.
Ain't no freaking 2 fingers.
You know how many women I done heard say,
I mean, I
I ain't
probably
do this
could've done-
before, and then they give the top of all time. You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't had, like, what y'all had, the KY and all that?
Yeah. I feel like if I did 3 fingers, I feel like that probably would be okay too. Now a fist is something else. I'm not finna try that.
Yeah, listen.
Why does Space do that?
The trio.
We're gonna have to use
fingers
this.
is
We need to use a sense on
Facts,
that
man.
stuff.
Hey, listen,
Nah, that's
man.
wild behavior. She said 3 probably could have. Yeah, does it?
Hey, listen.
Fellas, okay, this is what I'm gonna say as a straight man.
Go ahead, talk about it.
If you're gonna dibble or dabble on both sides, like the street, be real with the ladies, man. Cause now these straight ladies, they coming over to the straight bros. We don't need that. We don't need all that transference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all probably be getting down crazy over there. No disrespect. And like, yo, that means no disrespect. I love folks in the community. I'm just saying that as a man, I know our drive and we think about sex all the time as a man.
Right.
So I'm sure in y'all community, y'all probably be going bonkers because y'all all dudes. Like, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm a dude and I think about, you're still a guy, so you still think about it. So y'all probably be going crazy. No pause. I'm just saying.
Listen.
But don't be bringing all that wild behavior stuff. You know what I mean? And the potential disease. See, it's a touchy subject, but like
Slippery slope,
Don't be
man.
bringing like just.
Here's the thing.
Just bottom line is just keep it real, and then forgive me if I'm saying anything that seems offensive. Charge it to my head, not my heart. I love all the human beings out here. Diversity is key to life.
Listen, shout out to the gay beloveds. You know what I'm saying? Number 1. Number 2, you do whatever you want. That's your business. Number 3, if you identify yourself as a straight man, then naturally there's just certain behaviors and tendencies that we associate with straight men. You operate outside of that, you bring into question your position.
Come on now.
I mean, pause. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be quite literal. Like, so it's like at the end of the day, at the end of the day, if you buy, say you buy, fam. Like, if you want to be buy, just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, look, do what you want, live your life. Yeah. I listen, because I hear a lot of time, this is becoming more and more prevalent nowadays as far as, like, dudes liking the cheek play. You know what I'm saying? The anal play is on the table.
That's wild,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
Like, and you want your salad tossed. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I mean? Get it done.
I don't even know. I don't even want to get into that.
Get it done. You like when they throw the finger in the cheeks? I guess do your thing.
Not things, though.
But what I'm gonna say right now, because I keep it very neutral and cool. Yeah. 2 fingers, 2 in the bun is crazy. Like 2 in the bun
Why?
is crazy.
That's wild.
Z. And then you
Wild.
turn around and then just want the buns yourself. You're like,
But the fact that she did it.
listen, she on that type of time.
She on that type of
That's a
time.
different conversation, but hold on. Listen.
And then proceeded to get smitten in the audience.
Women told me,
Woo-wee, you
Hey.
a champion. Hey, go. She said, I'm gonna do anything for my man.
they told me that the party is in the front. The party in the front, and I said, hey, listen, I like it. You know what I'm saying? I love it actually. So
Yeah.
hey, if all you interested in is anal play, listen, you leave the door open for questioning, man. And then you
Yes.
can't get mad if somebody questions that.
Can't.
Like you can't. So if you want to be bi, just say you bi. It's cool. Like I mean,
facts.
that's what they gonna do. Because a lot of women are open to that and they gonna deal with you anyway. But it's just the fact of being upfront about it.
Be upfront.
Yeah.
And if a woman ain't down for that, bro, then that ain't the one for you. And that's okay, my G.
That's it.
Lead them for us.
You know what I'm saying? But again, as far as him, I don't, you know, just to answer it directly, I don't know if he's gay or not. Obviously, I don't know the brother, but
Yeah.
it's highly questionable. You know what I'm saying?
Highly questionable.
Shout out to fucking
I like that.
Bomani Smith. man.
Bomani Smith. I was like, yo,
highly
that's a show.
questionable. Yeah,
Highly
highly questionable,
questionable.
man. Like for real.
That's about highly
I ain't
questionable.
never heard of a dude.
I like
one,
that. That's
two in
mad
the bun.
suspect. That's mad suspect. Hey, I appreciate the
Right.
Speak Your Peace. Mad sus. If it happens to you in the future, I don't. Hey.
This is hands down the
If you just wanted to do it,
ever.
yeah. She just wanted to do it. She said, "I'm gonna just do this shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just do this for the story."
Yeah, right.
Just to say I done did it. You know what I mean?
Experience.
Check.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That is
Listen.
wild. Now we appreciate you coming in. Man, shout out to the first in studio audience,
fire.
man. Let's clap that up for them. Appreciate you. We're gonna have to have her on the show one time in the future.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's mad dope.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. Hey, episode 16, man. This was a blast, my G.
Officially back in the mix.
Glad to be back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Make sure y'all follow at Peace King Pod on the
Yeah.
gram. Make sure
Yeah.
y'all subscribe to at Peace King Pod on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is another great episode here. And we're
Absolutely.
glad to be back. Like, yo, we're going to keep coming with y'all, hitting over the head tops with the fly episodes and continuing to improve. You know what I mean?
Facts.
What you got for him, my G?
Hey man, listen. Like I said earlier, random shit on my live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Outside of that, like he said, man, follow Peace King Pod. Also, you can follow us on audio streaming platforms too. So Apple,
Indeed.
Spotify,
Yep.
whichever one you prefer, you can follow us on there. So that way you get notifications every time something drop. All right.
Not as mad lit.
Yeah.
It's your boy, Trell Maurice.
Hungry HD.
We'll get out with you.
Yeah.
You are now tuned in
Peace
to the
King.
Peace
Peace
King
King. Listen.
podcast.
Are you ready to unlock the secrets to a happy and fulfilling life? Looking for a safe space to discuss health, wealth, and relationships? Well, look no further because Live with Trell is here. Join the charismatic host, Trell, as he dives deep into topics that matter most, creating an atmosphere of love, understanding, and positive vibes only. Live with Trell is your go-to destination every Tuesday and Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming exclusively on Instagram Live at Trell_Maurice.